You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Mrs. Lemmings, come in, please. I believe you're here to see me about your son, Daniel.
Yes, he's 6 years old now, but I wanted to talk to you without him being here, at first anyway.
Yes, of course. So tell me what seems to be the problem.
Well, it's his hands. They're in really bad shape. It's mainly the skin, the way it looks. It's so cracked and dry. He's reluctant to complain about it, but I've managed to get him to tell me that it does hurt. Now, from what he says, I believe the pain is pretty much constant.
Right. Is this accompanied by any other symptoms?
Well, yes. Although there's no itching or anything like that, I mean, I've never seen him scratching them. But the most worrying thing is that there's even bleeding sometimes.
Right.
Right. I just don't understand how they've got so bad.
So when did all this begin?
Oh, it's been months now. I thought it would clear up in the spring when the weather got warmer, because I initially put it down to that cold snap we had last winter.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, because that's when we first noticed it. But obviously I was wrong. I've tried to pin down what sets it off, and the thing I keep coming back to is all the hand washing. It makes it worse. And now I've tried to stop him, but it just upsets him if he can't do it, so we've, well, kind of given in.
Have you tried any treatments?
Oh, yes. We started with creams for dry skin, you know, just about every remedy you can buy over the counter. And they all helped a bit, but not much. And once we'd exhausted all those options, we moved on to the home remedies from the internet. I read about things like getting him to wear silk gloves at night. Let me tell you, they weren't very practical.
Yes.
And he was okay with the petroleum jelly treatment, though, so that's one of the things that we still use now. But also his older sister Sarah has eczema, so another thing we're doing is using Sarah's aqueous cream.
Yes.
Sarah doesn't mind, but Daniel hates using his sister's stuff. And I don't want it to sound like I'm making things out to be worse than they actually are. It isn't always terrible. Some weeks are better than others. Like, for instance, during the school holidays, there's a definite improvement then.
Can you tell me a bit more background information about Daniel? How is he generally?
Well, in some ways he's fine. I mean, he's doing well at school, but his teachers have alluded to the fact that he's highly strung. That's definitely how I'd sum him up too. Take, for example, his tantrums. Last week, all hell broke loose because he had to go to the childminder on a different day. He spent the whole 3 hours there crying his eyes out. And this is a lady who's looked after him since he was 5 months old, so it's not like he doesn't know who she is.
Right. So he finds it hard to cope with change. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, yes, but it's not just that. When we go on a family day out, I now have to wrap all of his food in plastic cling film or he just won't eat it. He's convinced it'll have germs on it. I mean, honestly, it's just making things impossible.
So what are your main concerns?
Well, I've done a fair bit of reading up on this, and that's why I wanted to come to see you by myself at first. I've heard about conditions such as Asperger's, but I don't honestly think it's that. What I am worried about is the possibility that this could be OCD, or at least the start of it. And what I'm worried about is what's the best way to handle it?
Well, you did the right thing coming to see me. What I would suggest...